Well, good evening, and I am super excited. I'm sitting here with the dog and just realizing how incredibly blessed that I am to be able to earn income from my phone. And at 63 years old, with, very little what I would consider desire to run a company or build a big business or to be working full time, but to still be able to make a full time income at this stage of life is incredible and such a blessing. So, tonight, what I'm going to share with you first, I just want to welcome everybody, and I really appreciate we're going to make it quick. 15 minutes, and these are consistently on Tuesday night. So, we would love for you to do this with us and invite your friends to learn more. And what you're going to hear tonight is a little bit about my background and why I'm doing this, and then why this particular company. And, you have your own reasons for being on this call tonight. I have my own reasons for being here as well. And I think it's important to know the different backgrounds and the places that people are coming from when they get involved in the network marketing industry. This is an incredibly powerful industry, but it can be sometimes the most misunderstood because sometimes the fear of knowing more, especially at a time when we're not necessarily looking for more. And but when you learn the power of this industry, it's really hard to ignore it if you've ever had a full-time job or worked to build something for your future and your future of the family. And so what I'm going to tell you about is my background. I'm typical. I had careers. I was in medical sales, and then I got married, and then we were living in an incredible home in my hometown on an 8,000 square foot home on the water, three little girls in private school, a husband that was very successful, and then in the blink of an eye, everything shifted. And not only did we lose our income, but our future was incredibly unsteady and unknown. And I remember thinking at that time, I was 44 years old, and I had not signed up for that. I really didn't sign up for the big house either. But once I had that and I was sitting in that world, I wondered, what in the world can I possibly do to make enough income to even afford to be able to send my girls to private school, the school that they were in? And I found this industry through my sister-in-law, who really and truly she's a teacher, school teacher, and she invited me to learn about product. And as a result of that, I built a business in that company for 20 years. The network marketing business is an equal playing field for anybody that has any type of skill to be able to transfer it over into this type of a business model and use those skills to really create something that you own, that you know is going to be there, and you get paid for the effort that you put into it. But you also get the benefits of sharing this with other people. So as a result of that, this company has changed the future of my life. And 10 years after I joined my first network marketing company, I lost my spouse. He passed away in a blink of an eye. Again, it was like, okay, what just happened? And what I realized is what I had built for 10 years was sustaining me during the 5 years after that, that I really did not pay attention to my business. And that is the power of this industry. In most careers, if I had a job and I had to leave, if something tragic happened, I would have lost my income. Many, many businesses that you work now, whatever it is that you do now, you really have to imagine that if anything were to happen to that income, where would you be? Where would you be right now if your income and your family stopped? Are you set up for your future? Do you have enough in savings? It takes about $2 million in savings right now just to be able to pay a monthly bill of $6,000 a month. I mean, like 6,000 in expenses. So if you think about that, I think about 50% of people my age bracket are not prepared for retirement. So this business not only makes sense for anybody at any age, but it's absolutely the perfect timing for people like me in their 60s. And that's what I'm speaking to tonight because we have people at every level, every age bracket, and every walk of life with professional backgrounds that will do these calls and you can learn more from. Um, but when you look at this opportunity and you compare it to what you have out there in the world, one of the things that I love about this is I don't have to be all knowing. I don't have to know everything about wellness. I don't have to know everything about the industry of network marketing. All I have to do is have the ability and the desire to share a story, my story, other people's stories about what the products are doing for them. And because of that, they're going to make their own choices and decisions as to whether they want the product. So all I'm doing is building a network of consumers, and I'm getting paid instead of the big advertising companies. The companies have found it much more financially lucrative to pay people like us than to pay big dollars for the advertising world. So I'm building a network of consumers, and then I'm also helping people that want to do what I do and want to retire, do want to create an extra income, want to travel, want to have flexibility. They are able to build this business with me, and they have their own network of consumers and partners. And so, really, what it looks like is we're product users that have aligned with our belief and our understanding about what the products that we represent do, how they're affecting and changing other lives. And then we're earning a paycheck for that. We're walking, talking testimonies. We're walking, talking billboard. But here's the thing. What if you've never done a business like this? Why would you look at this? Well, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on right now in the world, in the marketplace. We know that people want community. They want to be in relationship with people. We now know that younger people even are putting their phones down. They're going to malls again and they're shopping. What's also happening is they're making money and monetizing their social media. Social media no longer is posting a picture of what you ate for lunch. It's literally representing products as affiliates and making money off of that. We're also in a time period where people are working from home. They've given up the drive to work and they want to work and establish a career where they can actually be wherever they need to be with their families on vacation and still run their businesses. And if you agree with me, put ones in the chat because this is what's happening. And here's the other thing. We're at a time period where wellness, they used to say when 20 years ago, wellness is going to be it's going to be a $1 trillion industry. And it was a multi-million-dollar industry at that time, or billion-dollar industry. It is now a $4 trillion industry, bigger than some of the biggest industries that are out there in our world. And so, wouldn't you like a piece of that? All we're doing is we are saying we would like to have a chunk of that for our family and our family's future. And if they're going in that direction anyway, why wouldn't you want a slice of that pie? It's just like knowing if you had stock in Tesla or Nivea or some of these things that you didn't even know about, and all of a sudden it was there. And you happen to have the opportunity to know about this right now, and you have the opportunity to participate it, and you have the opportunity to make it whatever you want it to be, whether it's a customer or whether it's to make an incredible income. So, one of the things that I think is important is just like anything else that you do, being in alignment with what you represent. There isn't a person that I know in this business or in this industry that is here because they don't believe in what they're representing. This is a foundational principle of being involved in anything that you believe in, is that you know that it works, people like it, and you know that you can represent it with a clean conscience. These products that we represent at Partner Co. are next level wellness products. They are products that are tried and true. They are products that are tested and sourced globally. They are backed by science, and they are also in, many of them are in PubMed. So they are used not only in the wellness arena, but in the medical arena. Okay. What I also think is important to know is that we are a debt-free company. That's a $400 million company that is established in 58 countries, giving you a reach internationally. Now, if you live in any city, you just have to walk to the grocery store and you will be in an international business. Like we're all one person away from building an international business. So you have an unlimited market with this company. The other thing is that we are with a company that is built for 3 years in the United States, but has products that are been established in the global market in the world with great results for some of them over 12, 14 years. Some of them might be familiar to you, like Tahitian Noni or Moa or the body balancing drops. We are a new company in the United States, but far from new in our expertise, our ownership, and where we sit in the marketplace right now. In the next 3 years, we are headed into, if we grow at the same pace we're growing right now, into hyper momentum. And if you don't know what hyper momentum is, that means that just by being a part of something now, if you start to share with a few people and they start to share with a few people, you have the opportunity to build something massive that you as a one individual could never have the opportunity to do, no matter if you were the best social media entrepreneur or marketer out there. This really is something that you can plug and play. You can put yourself in, learn a simple system. Now, how do we share from this company? It's very simple. We just either share one-on-one, we share using a proven system of compliant social media systems that allow us to push our social media out into the algorithms, and it brings and drives us business. That is something that I've never experienced before. I didn't know about it, and I was blown away when I got started here. I heard from people that I knew in high school, in college, in my old neighborhood that never saw them on social media before, but because of the brilliance of how the internet works, if you know how to use it and you are with a company that knows how to teach you how to use it and has products that will move and stop the scroll, you can build an incredible business using social media. But every day you're in contact and sitting in groups of people that are talking about they're not sleeping, they want to lose weight, their hormones are off, they're moody, they're tired, they feel like the best years are behind them. And our body balancing drops are our foundational product, which is the product that gets people to stop, use, and then consider actually sharing these with other people. And that's what makes this a brilliant marketing plan. If you haven't tried the body balancing drops, I highly recommend you do. That is just the tip of the iceberg. But as I said, it's a foundational product that gets your body in alignment, opening up pathways so you have better health, your body knows what to do, and you start realizing that, yes, the wellness products that you're actually using sublingually are starting to make a difference in the way you think, the way you move forward, and the way that you believe that you can actually share this with other people. So when you look at what we're actually doing as this mission, we're balancing out health and wealth and giving people an opportunity to recreate what their future looks like. This is about longevity. This is about not just getting old, but enjoying getting older, having the financial benefit of being older. You know, it's no fun to retire at 63, 64, whatever age it is, and not have the ability to do things or go places or to have to worry about if you have enough money or you're going to outlive your money. So it's important to be able to find systems like this that you can use as an extra stream of income to help you release the stress, keep the body healthy, and not have to worry about how you're going to take care of yourself in your old age. Um, so really when I look at our ownership, our product line, we have over 90 products. There are some amazing products, and this is not the call to really get educated on products, but really this is just kind of my story and my reason for doing this. You know, as a widow, at 54, we lost our business and then I lost my husband. And as I said, there is nothing that I could have done raising three daughters that I really wanted to be home. I really wanted to be involved in with my marriage. I didn't have the desire to be at the top of anything or I wasn't a driven person when it comes to careers because I was always working for other people. So all I had was a paycheck and let me go home. But it's different here. This is something that you can build. And if you take the skills that you've used in other careers and you move them here, what you can accomplish here for your future and your family and the legacy that you leave behind is a gift. And I will tell you that there is no doubt, even if this is not for you, that there's somebody in your life that is laying in bed at night not only praying to feel better and to have affordable ways to reach their goal of wellness, but they're also looking for a way that they can live a better quality life, enjoy the life that's out there, and not have to worry about it financially. So, if not now, when? The only reason that somebody won't usually make a decision is if there's something in your mind that's keeping you from asking a particular question. And I want to encourage you to go back to the person that put you on this call and ask them, because I can tell you that in the short time that I have been here, I made more money here in the last 8 months than I did in my past company in the whole last year. So in 8 months, well, actually, I am on a trajectory to make more money than I made in the last 5 years here with this company. And I'm not saying that for any particular reason than to show you that the money is there, and what you choose to do with it is based on your effort. We are not making income claims, but you may do way more than me. That's the cool part about network marketing. We are absolutely on an equal playing field. And if you've ever thought, gosh, I missed the real estate boom. I missed that stock. I missed Bitcoin. This is your opportunity to not miss Partner Co. Because I will tell you for $29.99, you can get an account. And with a little bit of effort, you can become a social media, crazy fun seller of drops. But if you want to get to really build a career here, you can plug yourself into a system to show you how to build a team with us, and you don't do it by yourself. And I guarantee you, if you had the guts to get on this call and listen to a Zoom, you can do this business. So I hope that I said something today that made you want to know more. And please go back to the person that brought you on this call. And my goal was 15 minutes, 17 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go to dinner or do whatever it is that you do. And I hope you come back next week and listen to somebody else that will be sharing their story. Thank you so much for your time tonight.